Welcome back to my channel Bal Vigyan Bharti, and here is your mentor Avilash Sarkar. We have started a new chapter, that is profit and loss. There we have defined what is profit, what is loss, and the terms cost price, selling price, and their means related equations. That means how the profit and or loss is related to the cost price and selling price. So we'll recapitulate that, and then after we will move on to give some more orientation of that formula, from where some more information can be gathered. So let me start the topic. The topic is profit and loss. Okay, so we have learned till now what is profit. The simple equation is that selling price minus cost price will be the profit, and the loss is cost price minus selling price, because in case of profit, selling price has to be more than the cost price, and for loss, cost price has to be more than the selling price. Where one thing I had told, that cost price is always fixed, that is a constant price, and the loss and profit is depends fully on the variable price, that is the selling price. Now the fraction of profit, if I want to take the fraction of profit with respect to the constant price, that is the cost price, will be, for profit it will be this one, for loss it will be, fraction will be Cp minus Sp divided by Cp. So Cp is always there in the denominator, as because it is the referral point or the constant price or the fixed price. So this the prime thing that you have to remember. This is the thing that is always will help you, and that there people will confuse more. So just keep it in mind, whatever is fixed in for any financial transaction, that has to be in a reference frame for any calculation on the financial transaction. So that has to be in the denominator always. So with this respect, I will consider whether it is a profit or loss or anything else. Okay. So now if it is so, then selling price we have calculated this is nothing but 1 plus profit into Cp in case of profit, and Sp will be 1 minus loss into Cp. That means both the equation can be referred as selling price is equal to 1 plus x into Cp. Now x, if it is profit, then it has to be taken positive. If x has to be loss, then it has to take as negative. So accordingly the equation will change. Okay, this is for the understanding I said. Now from there we know if it is being represent, that profit is represented in percentage, then it will be the profit percentage upon 100 into Cp. So this will the change in the equation accordingly, and loss percentage is divided by 100 into Cp. In this case, this is only the fraction. This case only the percentage. That means if I say the profit percentage is 20%, so that p value, if I want to put the p, that p value has to be 0.2, and if you keep there, then this p value will be 20. So this is the difference between that. How will you put that? If p is given as 0.2, okay, then you have to put it direct that, and if it is given as 20%, then you have to put 20 here instead of, so that will give you the same result. Okay, so then from here we can calculate by taking this part below the Sp to get Cp. This is very much obvious, you can get it easily, even though I am writing it here. So this will be the case for profit as well loss. Okay, can I rub it out? Yes. So now next, these are the basic things when everything goes well and there is no awkward or unrealistic, in the sense this is unethical or illegal business transactions happening. How it could be, there could be some dishonest seller who for his profit or to increase his profit, take some, you can say, the illegal routes. So the routes could be, because that selling price is being established by the manufacturer by the cost price plus profit. This is the realistic equation. Now the seller, for his own sake, if that product is not standard in the market, what he will do, he will do some mischief, and he will mark some price just like discount price and make it as a market price. This is the case. This discount is solely depends on the seller, individual seller who is dealing with that. So in this case, if he's saying this on the selling price, he has kept something else, and then after with the business idea, he can play with this part. Let's say this is about 20 on the above the selling price, and he gives a rebate of 10, then after also he'll get 10 more. So this is the trick. But instead of that, there is one more method of cheating buyer. That is the case we will discuss right now. Profit for false weight. So how? Because our standard weight by which we'll compare the commodity and give to the buyers, that can be manipulated. How? Let's say some seller, instead of a 1 kg of weight, he is using 0.8 kg of weight, keeping the volume of the weight same and taking out some masses from there, and that can be adjusted to 0.1 kg. So that means it will show 1 kg on the standard weight with which he is comparing the commodity, but at the end he will give this much false weight to the customer. This is the actual weight. Okay, so in this case, how the transaction will happen? The buyer will get this much. So this much actually the seller is selling. So for which, and is in this case, we'll assume the cost price is equal to the selling price. This is the thing I will assume first, because we are not varying the selling price with a profit margin. Then that case will be a different case that I will come to that later. But as of now, we will assume cost price equal to selling price. That means if let's say the cost price is X for the commodity, so for 0.8 kg of that, he is actually paying this much. This will be the cost price for the seller, and the same thing he is selling actually, but he is taking money for 1 kg. So 1 kg is costing, so this is the selling price for him. Actually he is selling, showing it is 1 kg, so he will get the money for 1 kg. This is selling price, but actually he is giving 0.8 kg. So the cost that is came on the seller is 0.8 into X. That is, so what would be the gain? Gain is SP minus CP if it is in ratio of fraction, means I am taking the fraction. Otherwise you just calculate it first. The SP minus CP, that means X minus 0.8X. Okay, and the gain fraction will be X minus 0.8X by 0.8X. Why 0. Because we'll call the CP as the reference. So CP is 0.8 into X. So this is a practical example given. Now if we take it as a common equation, so let the weight that is marked, that means the actual weight, we take it as capital W1, and the weight that buyer is getting, the weight buyer actually getting, that is the weight, is the false weight. So that is W2, let's say. So the cost price is W2 into the cost price, actual cost price, W2 into, and actual selling price is equal to the weight into the cost price. This is the weight that is being shown to the buyer. So the selling price will be the weight shown to the buyer into the cost price. Actually we are keeping cost price same with the selling price, and the actual cost price that is came on the seller during buying that actual product, that is the W2, that false weight, into CP. So from there if we put it in equation, what is the gain, and if it is in percentage, I will do that is equal to SP minus CP by CP into 100, that would be the percentage. So in this case SP is W1 into CP minus actual CP, this is actual CP. Okay, so this is W2 into CP divided by W2, that means the false weight. The actual cost price will be the cost price CP, as I said in the case of the numerical example. So that will CP will all cancelled out. Actually this will be W2 by W2. So that means if I put it in word form, actual weight means that the weight that has to be given minus the false weight, the weight buyer is getting, and divided by the false weight. So this is the percentage gain for the seller. So now say the percentage gain, if somebody is having cost price is having 100 rupees, the percentage gain for this case not it like that. I'm taking an example. Let's say a dishonest seller selling 0.85 kg as 1 kg. So what is his percentage gain? That will be the actual weight 1 minus 0.8. Let's say it is 0.8 only. 0.8 divided by 0.8. So that is equal to 0.2 by 0.8. That means 1 by 4. That means 25%. So this 25% gain is on the cost price itself. So that can be considered as a profit. Okay, this is a financial term, 25%. Although it is all weight is being considered, but the profit will be calculated on the cost price, because in the virtue of the calculation, cost price is gone, although that equation is come to in the form of weight. But don't confuse with that. The profit is says on the financial, that is the financial margin that the seller is getting. So 25% whatever is coming, it is coming on the cost price of the seller. So that means if the cost price is, let's say, 1000 rupees, so his gain will be 1000 into 1 plus profit, means 25%. So that means 0.25, that means 1 by 4. So his total selling price in this case will be the 1000 into 5 by 4. This will be the case. Understood? Okay. So coming to the next part, the part where the both is varying, means I am just considering by in case of weight is being cheated, then what will be the equation? There could be one more extension, that is when we are putting some profit margin on the sale price also, and at the same time he is sitting on weight. That is the different combination, but there I will come later, because prior to that the case 2 that I will discuss, that will help in that part. that has to be discussed first. The case 2 is that when there is consecutive gain, that means the profit of M percentage and N percentage. So that means he is consecutively getting profit on the same product by selling it twice. Okay, in the same case. Okay, so then what is the equation? So the selling price for the first case, when I will consider the profit 1, as per the equation we know that is 1 plus profit into the CP. CP I am taking the CP only. Your cost price is always with the fixed. So now if this is considered to be in percentage, then that will be the percentage gain divided by 100 into CP. Okay, this is the selling price. So if this is the selling price for the first case, I am selling the profit of M. So this equation will become, I am not writing percentage, you understand, when it is divided by 100 it is a percentage only. So this will be the equation. This is first equation. Now let's say if I am to sell it again, so what would be the cost price for the second case? This SP will be the cost price for the second case. So this will be termed as a CP1, means for the second term. When I will calculate SP2, the second selling price will be nothing but what? The same way the N will come. Instead of that, I will put CP1. Instead of CP, I will put CP1 because SP is related to the cost price. The cost price for the second on which this profit will be imposed will be a different one, that is CP1. That is the selling price for the first one. That will be the cost price for the second one, definitely. So if I put it, so I will get N by 100 into 1 plus CP means M by 100 into CP. That will be the case. Now let me simplify this to get some standard form. So this is 1 plus N by 100 into 1 plus M by 100 into CP. I multiply it. So this is the SP final, you can say final, because there is only 2 transactions. If it is not the 2 transactions, more than 2 transactions, I could have extended by saying 2, 3, 4 and like that, but it is end of 2 as it said in the sum. So I will multiply 1 into 1, 1. This into 1 is equal to M by 100. This into 1 is equal to N by 100. Plus this into this is equal to Mn divided by 100 into 100, that is equal to CP. Now what is the gain? SP final minus your cost price, the initial cost price, that is the ultimate gain. So from this, if I minus if I deduct CP from this, so CP of into 1, that will be deducted. Only thing will left out is M into 100 plus N into 100 plus Mn into 100 into 100. Okay, into CP will be there. Yes, CP will be there. Now gain fraction is what? When I will divide with CP, so ultimately this will remain as M into 100 plus N into 100 plus Mn into 100 into 100. Because I am dividing with CP, so gain fraction will be this divided by CP. CP will be considered, this will remain. Now what is the gain fraction, means percentage gain? Then what will be the percentage overall gain? Means this is the overall gain, na? You can say overall gain. So overall gain percentage is what? When I multiply this with 100, N by 100 plus Mn by 100 into 100 into 100, I will get the fraction of gain. Okay, where m and n are represented in percentage. Okay, that's why that 100 has came. Now ultimately when 100 is multiplied, that will get m, here I will get n, here 100 will be cancelled, I will get mn by 100. So this is the percentage gain when there is a consecutive gain of m1 n. Okay, so remove this one. Now if in case m percentage is profit and the second n percentage is loss, so this equation can be used for percentage gain or loss. That will be decided automatically. How it will be decided? Only thing you should remember, as I said earlier, when it is a profit, that has to be taken as plus for any equation. If it is a loss, that has to be taken as a negative, that I have described in the earlier video. Okay, so this equation, the percentage gain or loss, we don't know what is this, or loss, we'll take it the case 3, you can say. If in case m is profit and n is, means consecutive two things is happening, the first one is profit, the second one is loss, or in case the first one is loss and the second one is the vice versa, or vice versa. Okay, if in case the first one is loss, second one profit. So in case anything, so I am taking m is positive, m is profit, n is loss. So in that case, the equation of profit or loss, as m is positive, m will be m, n is loss, that means I have to represent it minus n, and plus of m will be positive, n will be minus n, divided by 100, that percentage. So ultimately this will become m minus n minus mn by 100 percentage. This is the ultimate equation. In case of two consecutive profit, one is this and one is profit, one is loss, or you can vice versa, because if you do vice versa, m will be negative, n will be positive, so n minus this will become n minus m, and this equation won't change because either of these two, if it is one is negative, you will get the same result. So in that case only this term will be reversed, but ultimately thing will be same there. Either you consider the profit first or loss second, or loss first or second. The third case could be when there is a consecutive loss. If it is a consecutive loss, both the equation will be, both the m and n will be negative, but this will be positive. So mn will come first, then minus m minus n percentage. This is the only. So case 3 is already done. So case 4, when there is a consecutive loss of m% and n%. The profit equation, you know, when there is a consecutive, so this will be percentage gain or loss, we don't know what would be the case, equal to minus m minus n plus of minus m into minus n divided by 100 into that means percentage, so it become minus m minus n plus minus minus plus mn by 100 percentage. Understood? Okay. Okay. Now some corollary will say, let P is equal to L, that means profit and loss are same. So if we use this equation, the actual equation, so m is equal to n, then what is the case? In case the case 1 is being considered, case 1 was when both are positive, both are profit. So in that case, the percentage gain or loss is equal to m plus m, because I am considering both are same, m into m by 100. So this will become 2m plus m square by 100. It will be the equation. Okay. Considering case 2, when one is profit, next one is loss, or the vice versa. So then percentage gain or loss equal to m minus m minus m into m by 100 percentage. So this will cancel out, this will become minus m square by 100. Now what does it mean? This is okay, but what does that minus sign signifies? That means in case there is a consecutive profit and loss, whether the profit is first, loss is second, or loss is first, the profit is second, you will not get any profit, you will get always a loss, you will get always a loss. So that means this can be definitely said as percentage loss in case profit and loss percentage is same for consecutive transaction. You will not get any profit out of it, you will always lose. Understood? Case 3, if I consider, where we said there is a loss, so definitely it will be a loss because we are losing. The percentage loss will always come and the thing will turn in m square by 100. So this will be definitely a case where you will always find a loss, because m plus n is always more than, means m plus n means 2m will come, sorry, this will be m again, so this will be 2m. So this will always be, this part is always be higher than this part, so there always a loss you will incur. Okay, so there I will end this chapter. In the next chapter some more theory I will describe, then after I will go for your problem solving session. Thank you.